So since the start of the season, I've been asked this question a couple times: is the loop still here? With the majority asking, where's the bubble gone? You know, the loop which the Imagined Order manipulated for thousands and thousands of years. And the Imagined Order hasn't really had control of the 0 point since Chapter 3 Season 2. So why are we even still in the loop? And also go and follow Clark Clint as I now give my opinion of if the loop is still here. We all remember the Foundation speech at the beginning of Chapter 3.
Why, I need your help to destroy the Imagined Order. As long as they're exploiting the 0 point, everything is in danger.
The 0 point was free from the Imagined Order. The 7 had it, and they didn't capitalise on it quick enough, obviously because of the incoming Chrome. And of course we're now in Chapter 4 without the Imagined Order and the 7. But we do have the Oathbound and the Reality Warriors, which seems to be very prequel-esque. And we haven't actually gone back in time. What Fortnite's doing is explaining past events through snapshots, but in the present day, because going back in time may confuse things a little bit too much. But there is actually a simple explanation as to why we didn't go home after the events of Chapter 3 Season 2, and it's actually logistics. At the end of Chapter 3 Season 2, the loop is still a thing. We're not debating that. Or are we? No, we're not. So after that event, we still would have people inside the loop fighting at an infinite number of battles, unless of course the final person remained in a circle, which they then escape the loop. And for anyone outside the loop, why didn't the 7 start to construct a bridge type thing? So if they wanted to send someone home, they would just try and work out the person's frequency, which was established in 0 point comics, and just send that person home and then do it one at a time, which would be a long process, but at least people would start to get home. For those of you who don't know, the device Nat Jonesy is hanging on to for dear life works as an address book for the Omniverse. Paradigm or Amy did the same thing during the Chapter 3 Season 4 trailer, aligning the 0 point to Reality 659. So of course they would need that on a larger scale to be able to send everyone home, but the 7 would soon turn their attentions to the Chrome, the Herald and the Last Reality, which appears to all be under the umbrella of the Nothing. The scientists realise he may have made a mistake, so I reckon he would say no one's going through the 0 point until I work this thing out, leaving everyone trapped on the island. And then the 0 point went dormant, so that kind of explains why we didn't all just go home at that point. And to be fair, and there's another point here, we just can't leave the 0 point unattended and just leave the Last Reality to it. In it. Now, fast forward to the bubble disappearing. Yeah, the bubble's not the loop. And let me for a moment just imagine if that was it. The loop was destroyed and we all escaped and we're all just existing on this island currently. I know Fortnite leaves a layer, okay, a couple layers of mystery to their storyline, but the loop has been a key mechanism for the Fortnite storyline. I'm pretty sure the closest we came to actually breaking the loop was probably the Season 2 Chapter 2 event for Device, as we came in and out of Jonesy's office and everything seemed to break apart. And at one point we had practically peace and quiet, and it seemed like Midas succeeded in breaking the loop. But the loop and the 0 point soon battled against this. If they are to end the loop arc of the storyline, it's got to be significant. I think the mention of the Loop Breaker project last season is only the beginning. Has Fortnite ever said anything and 2 weeks later it came to a full circle conclusion? Let's be serious, never, no. And we as the player of the game play an important role in the storyline of Fortnite as the Looper.
You again?
We experience the Fortnite storyline from our very own eyes as loopers. We do occasionally see cutscenes where we're not involved. For most part, we're involved in events, we do storyline quests, we talk to NPCs, we learn about them, so we do experience it from our perspective, and we are constantly referred to as loopers. And the biggest driving force of the Fortnite storyline is to free the 0 point and to free the loopers. And maybe I've missed something and we have left the loop, but if we have, I feel like it's something we shouldn't be second guessing. That's a big part of the Fortnite storyline. It needs to be clear cut, simple as that. Like, the realization of the loop breaking needs to be symbolic. It needs people to, like, when their memories just instantly come flooding back, and for them to remember who they are. And that needs to be played out in a scene, in a cinematic, not whatever we're speculating now. And currently, we are still currently playing the game of Fortnite, the Battle Royale, and that is the loop. There is a storm. There is NPCs glitching through the loop as well. Obviously, one day we know the loop will be gone and the storyline will come to a conclusion and the game will still be played, but I guess there could be some workaround within the storyline of the game that maybe the loop still exists afterwards for a reason, but that isn't now. So my conclusion is the loop is still very much here. I really hope it is anyway, because I want the destruction of the loop to be symbolic, to be amazing, to be breathtaking, and the 7 have to be there, standing in a very generic V shape, saving the world, or something like that. And if you want to know more about the 7, you can watch this video. Thank you. It's been your boy, Mr. JLY. Till next time, bye bye.